Hey everyone, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot, and I'm back for another pick a card reading. I'm sorry that I have been gone as I posted on the channel feed and on Facebook about that. So, yeah, I've just been really ill, but today I got bugged by a friend ever so gently, and also a couple clients are like, come on, where are the videos? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get fully better. So, anyways, so thanks for sticking with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, and what that means is I hear, feel, and see other messages, and I'm going to interpret those in the cards. And I do incorporate the traditional tarot and oracle. And thank you everyone for liking, subscribing, commenting. I have a deck coming for the channel that is super exciting, and I will reveal it soon and give you guys all the details. And you can get her deck for like $50. It's normally like $70. So, and I'm sure you've seen this deck around, and I think it's going to be amazing for the channel. So watch, keep an eye out for that. There's big changes happening. I've kind of been dealing with a lot of business and my day job, and so I'm back. Okay, so I'm sorry I've been gone so long. All right, so we're gonna chime by chime like we normally do on the channel. If you're new, what that means is when we chime the chime, I do it twice. Each time we breathe in, hold for 4, and breathe out. It is an exercise known for anxiety. It's also one with the sound to let spirit know that we're ready for them, ready for the messages. Whatever God you believe in, gonna come through, your higher self, and then we're like, hey, permission to speak. So I hope you like my channel. All right, guys, and it's a great way to just kind of like relax. So here we go. All right, second one. All right. Beautiful. All right, so pile number 1 is going to be Carnelian. Pile number 2 is going to be Sodalite. Pile number 3 is going to be the Dalmatian, or not the Dalmatian, sorry, the Leopard-Skin Jasper. I think you might want to look that one up too. Dalmatian Jasper. Okay. And pile number 4 is this beautiful Pyrite, and often called Fool's Gold. Had a lot of it in Colorado, so what up? All right, guys. All right, we're going to start with pile number 1. All right, for those of you that chose Carnelian, here is your story. So, what is part of your spiritual mission? Like, it's so bright in this. Okay. Okay, so let's see what signs are coming through astrologically for this pile. So Carnelian in general is the zodiac sign for zodiac stone for Taurus, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Okay. The gemstone is for the base and sacral chakra. So if you're blocked and you're not sure where, you could work on those chakras by doing meditations. There's tons of good ones on YouTube. Helps with confidence. So this is all about having confidence. So one of your spiritual missions for yourself is to have confidence in yourself and building that up. I feel like that's what you're doing. It's like building it up. Okay. And this will help you with that, so you can get some carnelian, and that will help you with it. With all of these things. So confidence, true expression. So one of the things that you're meant to do is to express yourself. It's to make your wishes known, okay? And true expression, so without fear, okay? Being authentic. In ancient Egypt, polished carnelian crystal was used in collars and necklaces designed for royalty. So you're meant to be royal. So that's another piece here, okay? Romans also used it in rings, whether it was for female or male rings. And if you want to get an interview or a job or an audition, or be on stage, or be a star of some sort, or in any type of performance that you need it, use it. In the site that I looked up, I'm not sure if it's actually true or not, but they were saying that Adele has, the singer Adele, takes carnelian with her. So when she performs and such. So I was like, wow, that's beautiful. And she has a very royal quality to her. She has a very European vibe too, very deep vibe. So you may vibe very deep. You may also like Adele. So look her up if you don't know who that is. She's got an amazing voice. And this is also with relationships too. So carnelian's also going to benefit you in relationships. Okay, so having confidence in your relationships. Okay, and it can put any of your plans into action with confidence. Yeah. Okay, and this is also very symbolic of an artist. Okay, we have Aquarius right there. Okay, so the artist. So you may be being called to be an artist, or that's one of your callings. Okay, that's one of your spiritual missions. Okay, it's to create things that are beautiful. You may believe in astrology, and so I'm doing the deck here again. Even though we got those other signs, I'm going to see what spirit shows. And remember, these could be in your chart somewhere. Ooh, okay, all right. We have Aries. Okay. All right, so Taurus, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Now we've got Aries. And then we've got Luna, which is the moon. So again, with Cancerian energy here, but also I also associate with Pisces, okay? But their moon could be in Aries. So your moon could be in Aries, of course, because we're talking about your spiritual mission. Okay, but remember, if it's talking about a person, just know they're connected to you. They may be connected that way. So it could be a friend, family member, or a lover. And we have lover here, so yeah. And you're meant to be a lover. Look at that, the light attribute. So yeah, you're meant to just give a lot of love. You have a lot of love to give. So it says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Yeah. And you appreciate your person. So, yeah. And you guys feel like you are this monk and this nun together. So both in prayer, both working on their spiritual paths. Okay. So selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Yeah. So you may know that you have a very big purpose on this earth. And one of them has to do with, and it really could be, for one of you, it could be, this monk and nun type of beautiful dynamic. But that's exactly it. It's like your monk has found its nun and vice versa. So, and this is beautiful because they're saying it's a highly elevated spiritual connection. So finding your person, knowing your person, okay? Knowing your people is also what I'm getting. You're being asked to have a selfless devotion to spirit and find your lover by praying through that avenue and connecting with them that way. That's part of your spiritual mission, okay? And there's going to be a lot of fear. There's going to be a lot of reasons why and why not, okay? Okay. So I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love, okay? So we're going to get back in that energy of love. We have to stay high in that vibration. We have to find someone who is as high vibe as us, because that monk and nun go together. Okay, they're not just anybody. They're not just any couple. They're a spiritually, divinely connected couple. Okay, and it's safe for you to receive this, and it may be hard to receive it. Okay, both parties may be struggling to receive this. It says the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Yeah. Okay. Because here's the thing. This 8 of Cups here. This is not walking away. Okay. This is fighting for something with the 7 of Wands. Okay. This is fighting for your beliefs. Okay. You're meant to stand up for your beliefs. Okay. Don't walk away from them, because you won't find anything but tools. Look at that at the bottom, and literal tools. You won't find any of them like that. And people are trying to vie for like your attention and things like that. They're going to want to vie for your attention because you kind of lead the pack, okay? But there could be some type of dynamic here with the Queen of Swords. So is air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So it could be situations that you're called to, you see someone as being, or you'll come up against someone who's kind of ruthless. They could be an older woman. With the Hierophant here, this could be surrounding a marriage, like somebody who's married. Okay. Yeah. With that Queen of Swords. So one of the spiritual missions that you have is to embrace this Queen of Swords and to stand up for herself. So that could be you. I feel like that could be you. I feel like right now it just could be really defensive time. Could feel like people are being defensive and they're putting you in a defensive mode, and that's going to happen quite a bit in your life where you're going to feel like you're going to have to be on the defense, but it's learning how to play offense, if that makes sense. Okay. And we have the Hierophant, because the Hierophant says, like, okay, so this person's not spiritually awoken or not happy in their current love situation, their marriage. So, and there could be blocks when it comes to marriage, like ex-wives, I feel like, or exes of some sort, okay? And there could be children involved with the Page of Pentacles, but this is also friends. So friends surrounding this, and it could all be you as this Queen of Cups. You could be these two different people at different times in your life. So it's learning to become emotionally stable. It's learning to use the air parts of ourselves that want to strike first, ask questions later. Instead, they're saying your spiritual path requires you to make a decision that maybe other people won't like for yourself. But you have to stand up for what's right, okay? Okay? Because we have be authentic to who you are. Yeah. And number 39 could be significant. Okay. There has to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Yeah. That's who she needs to be, is this Queen of Cups. Okay. Is to go with her internal intuition, her internal compass, her internal vibe of that water, okay, mixed with that air, and balancing it out. And it may be at this time that guarding your heart, guarding yourself for someone special, okay? Hanging with friends or whatnot. Learning to be this Queen of Cups, okay? Okay. And receiving, safe for you to receive, because water signs are very receptive, can be very receptive, okay? So there's some emotions here that run deep, okay? And not settling, okay? Okay, one of the things you're asked not to do is not settle. Excuse me. Also communication. So throat chakra, it's been closing up for, allergy season. So believe that you deserve the best, okay? Yeah, because you do deserve the best, okay? And this may be something that you've been struggling financially. There could be some struggles financially that are going to, that are really going to challenge your situation. Trying to balance that out, figuring out how to balance it out, okay? And balancing out partnerships too is going to be a big lesson. One of your soul missions is learning to get that balance in your life, okay? Yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. Yeah, absolutely. Because in your higher self, there's wisdom here because you're an oracle like me. So you have the ability to see beyond the veils that are here. Look at this card. Like, that's exactly what that's about. Sorry for the glare. It's absolute third eye sight being blown open. Seeing that something astrologically is in your destiny, and seeing astrology is somewhat destined, like universe events and things like that. But one big spiritual mission for you is to have boundaries, okay? Okay. Enforcing those boundaries, keeping them enforced, keeping them in balance. A good amount of travel is involved in your life. So that's part of your mission, is traveling, learning, movement, adventures, ready for new experiences, okay? And we have the administrator. So this is Saturn. So Saturn rules Capricorn. So we have Capricorn here. So very cool. I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual worlds. Yeah, it's being able to balance those. That's what it is. Being able to balance both. Being able to balance your boundaries. Okay. Making a wish. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. So you've got really beautiful manifestation powers. That's part of your spiritual mission, is to make your dreams come true, because things are destined. This is destiny, okay? Destiny is bringing you to the oracle. Destiny is bringing you here to me to listen to what I have to say as well. So, it's saying, it's even confirming that. It's like, okay, listen to the oracles. This has been done for thousands and thousands of years. I mean, this isn't anything new in a lot of religions. So, let's see. So this is how your spiritual mission would be, is to learn to be practical, grounded, dedicated, strong, purposeful, leading, organized, structured, confident, strategic, assertive, disciplined, humanistic, and moral. So that's what Saturn is here to bring us. Saturn is here to say, hey, these are the things that we expect of you. It's a pretty hot list, right? You got a lot of work to do. However, I think you guys are doing it. I think you guys are doing it, and you're doing it beautifully. Okay? You have such gratitude here, and I can just feel it. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Absolutely. Getting in that energy, heart-spaced energy, is going to very much help. Okay? And these are some new cards that I just got, so we're going to look at them. They are the Galactic Heritage cards. So the first card you got is the number 49, and it is the missing link, and it has to do with the past. It has to do with Earth. So our past is a missing link to what we're experiencing right now. Let's see what they have to say about that, because this is really just brand new. We're just going to start this in your reading. Okay, cool. Okay, so this talks about a missing link, that there's a missing piece. You might feel that there's a missing piece. Something is missing in your evolution, in your growth, possibly. Not sure where to move forward. Okay? Like, what is the next step on your path? You may be questioning that. You may think that there might be a missing piece, would be an ego desire or true recognition of the next step. Okay, so is it an ego desire or a true recognition that we have to go further, okay, in our spiritual journey? And you may be seeking a more direct connection with your higher self and with the wisdom of the universe, which is really us anyways. Like it says in here, literally that's what I would say anyways. That is us. We are the missing link, okay? Nothing is ever really missing anyway. Yeah, okay. It may refer to a past life during the time of the genetic projects and of karma you took on at that time, but it may also refer to something much deeper. Okay, so this could have to do with the pandemic. This could have to do with genetics, genetic projects that were taking place. Maybe you were a part of a genetic project. If you get a chance, look up Maniac on Netflix. I watched it. I know it sounds crazier than what it is. I watched it, and it definitely talks about past lives, so check that out. Okay, so past lives are influencing some reason you feel like there's something missing, and maybe that you were a monk or a nun in a past life, that you had a lover. Maybe it was not okay that you had that, but you had, or there may have been some self-discipline or surrounding this where you couldn't be with the one that you wanted to be with, because this is the present with Vega. So we'll see about that, number 24. Okay, so let's see. Wow. So yeah, nothing's really missing. Not really. Okay, we have it all. Okay, we have access to it all. Okay. The profound nature of vegan mysticism came from their intense self-discipline. Okay, so you could be vegan or thinking about going vegan, and they're saying that's part of it's part of your spiritual growth, and that self-discipline. So you may have to discipline yourself in some area of your life in order to get it under control. Okay, it says probably the best pop culture reference to help people understand the nature of the ancient vegan people is that of Mr. Spock from Star Trek. In that famous show, the Vulcan race was known for its intense self-discipline to control emotion. Oh my goodness, that's it. Maybe trying to control your emotions. Okay, with that Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords is trying to hold back that emotion. Oh my goodness. The vegans had a similar commitment to not only self-discipline in order to work with emotion, but also to evolve spiritually, manifest what they needed in their world, and organize their society. This trait can be both positive and negative. In the positive sense, it can lead you to the heights of spiritual advancement and enlightenment. But in the negative sense, it can lead to self-sacrifice and even the control of others, which played out in the descendants of the vegans, the Orions. Yeah. If you receive this card in your reading, you must look at your life situation and the other cards to truly see the perspective the cards are showing you. Do you need more self-discipline in life and spiritual development, or do you need less? Do you resist the concept of self-discipline, or do you use it to punish yourself? Examining all of these factors and more will help you see how the message of this card can be applied to your life. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because this is in the present. So in the present, they're asking you to have self-discipline. Have boundaries. Okay. And look, you have Libra here in Libra, so that's beautiful. And it says relationships, the beauty of do it with your partners. Okay, so do it with your partners. Do whatever you want to do with your partner. That's part of it. So if you're in a relationship, and also they're teaching you that relationships are about self-discipline because you've seen the one, okay, or you will see the one on Earth. You will glimpse this, whether it's in different dimensions, But this one looks like the Earth because it says Earth here, so in the future. So seeing the one in the future. So you will see them again. And that is part of your gift. That is part of your path, number 78. So 6. Yeah. And you will glimpse. So you may feel some of you may be having self-discipline towards the one. You know who the one is, okay, and you're not going towards them. You have boundaries up of some sort, or they do, and you feel like this is a missing link, and it is, because we're looking at both on the earth here, and what's in the middle of these two is self-discipline. They've had to self-discipline themselves to be away from each other. Look at this with this, you know, because it's not really gone with that 8 of Cups. Wow, that is incredible. That's incredible. This is a beautiful reading. You guys have such a beautiful mission. Look at this. Oh yeah, making decisions is something that you may need to work on, indecisiveness or feeling stuck. Listen to your intuition and make a decision, okay? Because that's what that Queen of Cups does. Okay, but your intuition has to make the decision, not your logical mind, not this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords reverse is saying, no, 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 no. Don't make up your mind about spirituality using your logical mind. This can't be understood logically. It has to be understood with a water sign understanding, with the depths of the water. Oh, that's pretty severe. I don't know what that was, but it almost came out. I feel like we have more astrological signs in this pile. Come out wherever you are. I've been shuffling forever here, guys. This isn't getting any better. Let's see, maybe it's because you can't see. You can't see me. Okay. Other astrological signs. Okay, so we have Jupiter. Okay. We have Cancer. Yeah. So Jupiter would be the ruler of Sagittarius. Okay. Adventures. Adventurous, going out in nature. We have Leo. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these signs were already mentioned. Wow. Okay, let's get one more. Oh yeah, because I almost pulled out the Aquarius earlier, so Uranus. So Uranus could be in Cancer, Uranus could be in Leo, Uranus could be in Aries, or any of the above other signs that I mentioned earlier. There was Virgo and Taurus, and Capricorn was Saturn. And then we had Goddess here. So you're a goddess, okay? Male or female, doesn't matter, okay? Or you know who your goddess is, so that's understandable. If you're a male watching, that's totally understandable. You know who this Queen of Cups is. You know who you love, basically, because I feel like a lot of you are here to be like, what's my spiritual path? Is my spiritual path linked to this person that I love also? And the answer is yes. So express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Oh, bam! Yes, because you are a goddess. You are a goddess. And you know you need to be treated as such, okay? Yeah. You're not going to be treated like a fool, because you will walk away from that crap, and you will be just fine on your own. Oh, yeah. I'm still shuffling. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this resonated. If it didn't, please pick a different pile. Remember, it's general. I should have said that in the beginning. I apologize. I figure you guys know it by now because we say it so much on YouTube. But, yes, it was general. So if you're interested in a personal reading more about your situation, the link is in the description box below. And you can either email me or go to my Facebook. So thank you so much. I will be moving on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, if you chose Sodalite. This is your reading. So what is your spiritual mission? So during the Renaissance, this particular shade of blue, they called it sacre bleu, was considered a sacred color and was often used to color the roses of Mother Mary and the Archangel Michael. There is a Catholic tie, possibly to religion in this pile, but Sodalite is used for teleporting to a higher consciousness. It is a symbol for the highest expression of self, communication in all forms. I feel a lot of Gemini vibes from this pile, and air vibes in general. So Aquarius, Libra as well. Connects you with the angels, okay? And I feel like in this pile, you feel like you're missing an opportunity, or you could be missing opportunities because you haven't fully embraced your spiritual mission, or there's something about it that has to do with missing opportunities. But there were all these baby birds that came up to the table and the ledge of my home, and they were all like the same, like brothers, sisters, and they were the cutest, and they just came and just sat, and then they were kind of flitting around, and I opened the door real slow to try and get a picture of them, and they just all flew away. I was so sad. So you might have significance to baby birds. So you may feel like a baby bird just kind of like, being thrown, out of the nest maybe too soon, okay? So, or you feel like you're not embracing your spiritual path and you know why, and you're missing an opportunity somehow, some way. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, put that off here. Okay, Saturn, so Capricorn energy here already. Hope these were right. Seem like they were not. Okay, so we have to flip this. So this, I think these were different. I'm sorry, give me just a second. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I felt in this pile a lot of power in prayer. So keep praying if that's something that you're into. If you don't pray, they're saying, that is something to do. If you, don't believe in God, I guess you wouldn't do that. Or a God, I guess not. Excuse me. Maybe more spirituality based, like praying and not knowing what's out there, but if there's anything out there, that's awesome. So that's beautiful, and I'm all for that. So however it relates to you, for sure. Yeah, because we have 2 cards about prayers. Okay. Power of prayer and smoke and prayers. Okay, so you may have Native American heritage. I'm also getting that for some of you watching. That could be it. I'm also getting that you like to be in nature or like to camp, and if so, that then smoke is relevant, or you like to burn sage or things like that, and rituals. Okay, so if you're using some type of sage, Palo Santo, whatever you decide to use for your prayers, for your wishes, for your rituals, they're saying that works. Okay, that it works. Yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Yes. So also, if you're asking for a sign in this and you asked a specific question, they're answering that, but they're saying there's blessed change here. So blessed change, a major life change, brings you great blessings. Okay, so you undertake, that's part of your spiritual journey, is to realize that changes are going to bring you blessings and to say yes to those changes. Okay. Then we have the Advocate. So this is like who you're meant to be overall. So with that Capricorn energy, it says, I align with the greater good for all. So being able to align yourself with your profession that helps others is going to be really beneficial for this pile. If you feel like you're not making a difference, it might be part of your spiritual mission to change your job, to find one that you're more suited to. So we have humanitarian, resourceful, so working for humanitarian organizations, something like FEMA is coming through, things like that. Being resourceful, idealistic, resilient, outspoken, opinionated, rebellious. A champion, supportive, compassionate, democratic, compassionate, and passionate are coming through, driven and devoted. Yeah. Yeah, so your main goal of your overall spiritual growth is to get to that alignment there. Or whatever it is you believe in, you're aligning with it for the greater good. Okay. We have purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Yeah. And it could be to be a companion to someone, to be a friend is just one of the things coming through. Being a loyal person, being tenacious and unselfish is one of the biggest goals here. Okay. Very yellow cards here. So like solar plexus is coming through. Heart chakra coming through. Okay. And the power of prayer after that, like after you've prayed, let it go. It's saying because the prayer itself, it just may not be in the praying itself. It's also letting it go up and letting God take over. So it says, give the situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. Yeah, so they're saying make sure that you act on the things that you are coming down from God that you're seeing. One of the ways to manifest more money or to kind of get that going is like a money spell, and then that will help with clearing and also clearing debts in your life. So if you've got some debts that need to be cleared, some things that need to be paid off, okay, this will help because it's a heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. So yeah, this could be emotional too. It doesn't have to be actual. You know, like if you're just like feel emotionally bound to someone, you just no longer have the ability to be there for, it's time to remove yourself from that as well. So, because those are heavy burdens and they're remaining heavy. Okay. And you'll feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. And then we have an advocate. So yeah. So this is advocating for people who can't stand up for themselves. So this is someone who has a voice. They want you to use your voice. Be clear about what you expect. It says compassion into action. Again, I'm feeling humanitarian. I'm feeling giving organizations and working with organizations. I don't know all of them. I don't know all their names. But that's also what I'm getting. So I get a food pantry. Yeah. And then we have destroyer here. Okay. So it's reversed. So this is something that is a lesson here. So let's see. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. That's when it's in a good aspect. The shadow attribute is intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. So this is something that you want to watch out for. You want to watch out for people like this as well. So there's characteristics that could be around you. So clearing that energy. So releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. Okay. So yeah, it's almost like if you're holding on to a bomb, you're holding on to a bomb and it's going to go off and it's going to go off and it's going to go off. Don't keep holding the bomb. Like, get rid of the bomb. Okay. Yeah. Because it's definitely, if not, you're going to be missing opportunities. Okay. And inaction will still be, people will still be making actions around you. You just won't be participating. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Your parents are going to be something that are going to be part of your spiritual journey. Family is part of your spiritual journey. Okay. This came out like this, actually. Okay. Look at that. yeah. And even if that's just your soul family, you don't have to be your actual blood parents, okay? So parents are going to be specific to your situation. So they're helping you heal any pain that you have with your parents. So that's one of the parts of your spiritual mission, is to heal relationships with your parents if you can. You may be see romance and be chasing like romance that is impossible or seems impossible. Stop, PB. So we have chaser. Okay, so if you're in a twin flame dynamic, you may be the chaser right now. Okay. Let them go, let it be, in pursuit, convincing, and rejection. So this could be a fear. Okay, fear of being rejected in romance. Okay, so that could be why. So there's definitely, so one of the spiritual purposes is to learn how to kind of stand still, okay, instead of chasing, okay. And then with this patience, that's what I'm feeling like with that patience. I accept that everything happens with divine order and divine timing. Yes. Okay, things have to change, but if there's no movement, things can't also change. So it's almost like, okay, so while you're not moving, clear out your debts, pray, do a money spell if you want to, do some meditations that will help. You know what you're here to do, or you're going to figure out your purpose, okay? So that's coming. Okay, so I may be giving you clues to what that is, okay? Having a companion, having somebody to share life with. We have be supportive. Okay, so learning how to be supportive is part of your mission. Sagittarius energy there with that bow, and he looks like he looks kind of like a Cupid. Okay, make a genuine effort to show you care. Yeah. And then we have diplomatically, relationships, and get a fair deal. Okay, so this is about partnerships, okay, and business as well. So patience will get you where you want. Diplomacy will get you where you are. Business deals will be coming into play. You'll be making, that's part of your spiritual mission, is to kind of navigate business as well for some of you. That's also something you may have been thinking about. Okay, then we have that family, like I showed you before. So there may be kids involved or family involved. Okay, and the reason I said it stresses you out is because we got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is right there just saying like stress, and it could be a lot of family-related stress, okay? So you may be feeling like missing out on things. This guy's sitting there, he doesn't look really happy. He doesn't, in business, but staying at home or at night, up at night, worrying about it isn't going to change the business, is what I'm also hearing. It's not going to change anything, okay? And this is just energy that's just causing havoc, okay? Look at the devil there, just like causing a whole bunch of shit to go wrong, okay? So Capricorn energy. So, yeah, staying awake at night and obsessing over these missed opportunities isn't going to bring them back. It's only going to put you further back into the shadow side. So you've got to get out of this with the Five of Cups reversed. You have to heal from this. They're saying you don't have to, sorry. They're encouraging you to heal from this. Jeez, you're bossy. I know, right? I mean, okay. It's probably because we have the Fool here. So there's some Aries energy here. Somebody's being stubborn and immature. Okay, over this Five of Cups, over maybe saying they're sorry, apologizing, but they're up at night, they can't sleep, they're worried about missing this opportunity, and also this is a very deep connection with the devil, so of course we have very bound energy, so you may have to overcome some challenges when it comes to people being toxic, and when to leave them in the dust, when to not take a risk on them anymore, when to be like, okay, I'm done with that energy. Like, when are you done with that energy is what they're saying. Okay, so that's part of removing things from your life here. It's part of putting it into action. That's going to happen that way. And you've got angel assistance, so don't worry, you're not alone. You have angels, you are an angel, and they're assisting you. So, and that's what you look up Merkaba as well. But that's also going to be something here, like you're working towards something. I see it here. Like, it's almost like, okay, I'm working towards something. And you may be doing a puzzle too. Look, there's puzzle pieces there. So it's time to collaborate. Yeah. So it's working as a team. Okay, so that's what one of the spiritual missions are going to have, is learning to work as a team with people, learning to work with others as a team. Especially if you own a business, it's kind of like how to delegate. Responsibility isn't easy, and so learning those things is exactly what's taking place here. But we have a cow spirit, which is really, really cute here. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, number 15. Pulls it on to number 6, so past life. So the miracles are endless, so don't, like, if you're stressing about it, it's not, it's not going to help. It's not going to change anything, okay? Leave some of it up to the power of God, the power of your prayer, okay? And then we have these beautiful cards here. I wanted to take a look at them, but let's do some astrological signs again. Let's get some more here. I had some come out, but let's see. Okay, we have Sagittarius. Okay, so getting rid of some yeah, I said Sag earlier, did I not? Yeah, and to be supportive. Show somebody you care. Okay, you're doing the best you can. You're working towards it. Okay, you're working towards a goal. I feel like you may be a chaser right now. Okay, in this dynamic. Okay. You may be one, but then it swaps, because again, there's this chaser and two people maybe, I don't even know anymore. Like, it's very complicated. So your love relationships, like in your whole spiritual journey, are going to be pretty complicated. We got Mars. Okay, so your Mars could even be in Sag, and whew. Okay, so Mars is Aries. Okay, so we have Sag and Aries. Very interesting. Two more. So you could be involved with this. This could be the romance, okay? They could be chasing you. We have Leo. Sorry, I didn't even say anything. I was like, yeah. Hey, what's up, Leo? Hey, girl, hey. All right, what else? Okay. Gemini. Let's see about that. Here, stars. All right, Gemini, look at you. Beautiful. Okay, so we have these last cards. They're really beautiful. They're the Galactic Heritage cards, and they talk about some other parts of our spiritual mission, okay? And they give us hints. So we have Returning the Favor, which is number 82, which is Zeta Reticuli, which is the present. Okay, so it's talking about right now in the present. Okay, interesting. Let's see what they have to say about that. Okay. During the darkest time of Zeta history, when they thought their species would be extinct, humans helped them. This immense and selfless gift will never be forgotten. Now that their species has passed through the crisis, the Zeta, I don't know the exact, are returning the favor by offering us their wisdom, help, and love in a variety of ways. This is a connections card, which means that you have a connection to the Zeta race, and their energy is available to you in this life to tap into on your spiritual path. You have also had at least one lifetime as a Zeta. Open yourself to their energy and prepare for your heart to expand. Yeah, I was talking about heart expansion earlier in your heart chakra. So that's beautiful. That even confirms more. So this is exactly what we're going through right now, okay, with the virus. So please be prepared. This is talking about real world things. I highly suggest, so paying attention to this part, okay? It's going to mean something. Okay. Continuing with the theme of cards 79 through 81. This card refers to the Zeta era when their species crisis passed. During the Zeta's darkest time, humans helped them. They are tremendously grateful and have done whatever they could to return the favor, mostly by sharing their wisdom. especially from the future time stream represented by cards 97 through 100. They are important guides for humans at this point in human development, because humans could possibly take the same road as they did in their near past, near annihilation of their species. See, I've been saying this all along. I've been saying this on Facebook all along on my personal Facebook. It's exactly what I've been saying in the channel. So pay really close attention, guys. This is it. This is going to help us. How do we get past this? It says their gratitude is motivating them to return the favor given to them by humans. If you pulled this card, it is likely that a Zeta being from this era is working with you as a way to pay it forward. Let yourself accept this guidance, even if it is only subtle or you can't feel it. Know it is given with much love. Depending on the other cards and your life circumstances, this card may also suggest that someone in your life is attempting to give you a gift. If you are having trouble accepting, know that it is okay to fully accept the gift and nurture yourself by doing so. Conversely, the card may be suggesting that you return a favor to someone else and give the gift with no strings attached. Go within and sense the energy of this card and its possible meanings and see if you can gain clarity on what it means for you. Be open to other, more creative meanings as well. Ooh, okay. All right, so apparently we need to ask the Zeta or Zeta people for some severe help right now. So, all right, okay. Interesting, okay, because they're warning us that we're on that verge, and I've been saying this all along, and that keeps us up at night, and it has us worrying about our work, our business, our life. We may be just drinking because there's nothing else to do at this point, because a lot of us are in quarantine when we're not working or unemployed or whatever our situations are. It's just sad, so I'm so sorry, you guys. We have deep polarity, which is Orion, and it's the past, okay? So let's talk about that. That's crazy. These cards are crazy, and I knew they would be. I knew they would speak what I've heard intuitively. Okay. In ancient, geez Louise, you guys, in the past, this is even in the past of just, yeah, it's more about our time and more about the virus. In ancient times, the Orion civilization played out the deepest of polarity during a very dark time in their history. Many souls from Orion eventually came to Earth to heal this polarity through incarnations as humans. If you have pulled this card, then an Orion lifetime of yours still has some influence in your life today. These karmic patterns are ready to be released. Examine your natural human tendency to polarize in thought and belief and ask the universe to help you heal with this. So your polarization in thought and belief, where it has to be black and white, if that's you, they're saying you need to heal that. That is an issue. Ask the universe to help you heal this. That's polarization. It has no place in this world. You want to keep your foot in both worlds. True, and that's okay. We want to keep some type of balance. So let's see. Okay. So seek to embrace non-polarized thought here on Earth, for it will be one of the only paths toward integration and healing. Move beyond good and bad, right and wrong, or dark and light. Yes, I needed a way to say that. Try to see every condition as an aspect of creation, rather than seeing through eyes of separation or judgment. Oh, yeah. Remember the yin-yang symbol, dark within light, light within dark. Essentially, the universe is in perfect balance. It is only the human mind that creates polarity. This is an important understanding for the next step in human evolution. This is exactly it. I'm saying it now. You have to learn to live in the gray. Okay? The deep polarity, again, of good, bad, right, wrong, there's no use for it. We've only created such structures in society, more and more and more, and labeled and labeled and labeled and deduced way too much that it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. We don't live there. We live here in this in between. And it's deep polarity from the past that is kind of muddying the well. So embracing family. This is what we should be doing at present, and this is the advice, people. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I love this reading. I hope you guys do too. Please, please, please comment below if you like these. I'm going to use these more. These are powerful. Okay, here we are. When we live in fear, we live in isolation. We often withdraw from those we love in order to protect ourselves. Zetas did this as they passed through their species crisis. But now that the crisis has been averted, they are reaching out to their family, genetic and spiritual, who helped them in their darkest hour. It's time for you to do the same. So we're going to get past this. This has just confirmed that once we do, we'll be able to embrace our families. We'll be able to do this. Oh my goodness, your pile is just, it's blowing my mind because it's changing history right now. It's time for you to do the same. Even if life is still difficult, open yourself to receive the support and love from your family, whether it is a genetic or spiritual family. Do not be afraid to show your true self to them and know that they will love and support you unconditionally. Wow. So, this is it, okay? This card refers to an era in Zeta history when their species crisis had passed and they had to rebuild from the foundation upward. In their darkest time, they vowed never to feel emotion, thinking that emotion was the cause of their problems. This caused them tremendous isolation, a feeling of being cut off from the universe and from each other. This is what we're doing. This is quarantine. One of the gifts humans have given to the Zetas through their contacts with each other is teaching them about the human family and what it means. If you pulled this card, it could have several meanings depending on the surrounding cards and your life circumstances. Well, surrounding cards are all about the Rona. Perhaps you are coming out of a time of isolation now because you did not want to burden your loved ones with your pain or suffering, and you are wishing to reconnect with family once again. Or perhaps you are still in isolation. If that is the case, this card is telling you to open your heart once again and reach out to your human family of all types, as well as your universal one. It is safe. You can do it. If you have a particularly strong connection to the Zetas, this card may also refer to a lifetime you have lived during this era, or a Zeta being contacting you now who is from this era. Open yourself and reconnect with whatever aspect of family is appropriate now. Let their love heal the scars of the past and pave the way to the future. Holy crap. Holy, holy, holy crap. Okay, so basically, time to collaborate. This is what's coming. This is what's coming. And this is the lesson. To embrace our family, to embrace whatever family we call family. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Holy crap. Woo. All right, so if you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching and for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you want to do that, there is stuff down below. If you just want to chat with me through email, that's cool as well. I don't have a lot of time, but I try to get everybody, give everybody as much as I can. So, but yeah, all right. If you didn't pick another pile, or if this pile didn't resonate, you can check one of the other piles. All right, so if you chose pile number 3, the Leopard-Skin Jasper, this is your reading. So what is your spiritual mission? Okay, so we have Sagittarius energy with Jupiter here. We have Taurus. I'm going to get some more signs in a minute. So remember, it could be in someone's chart, could be, oh, beautiful. Oh, this is so beautiful. look. So some of you may have a spirit animal that is a unicorn or a horse. Okay, so power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. So just know that that's confirmation for you that they're with you, they're helping you. Okay, so the person you're inquiring about, and this could be you, your spiritual mission, but I also feel like it's linked with someone else. So it could be a child you have. There's a little boy on a bike right there. Pretty. And again, another horse, but this one's winged, like again, like an angel, like a unicorn. So this is indigo. Okay, so you could be an indigo. This person could be. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Okay, so that's one of your paths. If it's not yours, it's your child's. If you have a child. Okay, this could also be a love relationship. Okay. Okay, so one of your spiritual goals has to do with cultivating friendships. Okay, so it says make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Okay, so if you're allowed to do that or feel comfortable doing that, there you go. It could be for you or your children or both. So that's so pretty. So yeah. Your spiritual missions may include being a poet, whether you know it. So, light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the way you speak could be poetic. The way you write, the way you sing, yeah. However, that's really beautiful. So, a father figure, whether you could actually be the one I'm speaking about, if you want, if you identify that way. So, father, and this could actually literally just be your father. So, this has to do with a spiritual lesson. So, I'll just start with if it's you as the viewer as a father. So, one of your spiritual missions is to not repeat the mistakes of your father, I'm hearing. However that may fit. That could also fit as well for you just trying to get it right, okay? And guiding someone, being able to guide somebody, okay? And looking up to your father. So that's going to be one very big part of, and your father could have been a poet too. That's also what I'm hearing for a very, very small portion of you. That could be the situation as well. All right. And this friend could be a poet as well. I'm also getting that. I keep saying that, but I keep getting multiple storylines here. They keep talking to me. So one of your spiritual goals as well is self-esteem. So working on your self-esteem, seeing yourself as good enough, and seeing that you possess gifts of the soul. Okay, so these gifts are not just any gifts. Your art and what you project to the world. So your self-esteem and the way you see yourself is very attractive. Okay. And so that's what Spirit is saying. They're saying you're more attractive when you feel good about yourself, when you stand in your own truth and you're like, yeah, this is me and this is where I fit. And I know I have gifts. I have this gift of ornithomancy, and it's about omens. It's about birds mainly. The beach could be significant. Seagulls. Birds of any kind, though. Yep. So you may be given all of these things in an omen, okay? And it may be dreams, it may be visions. It could be so many different ways that they're communicating with you from your higher self talking to you, okay? So you're going to see them, okay? And the omens are there to tell you to take a divinely guided chance, okay? Number 37 is going to be relevant. All right. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. You may be taking a chance in moving, okay? You may have gotten an omen to move somewhere, okay? This could be where you become a father. Yeah. And you may be good at poetry, okay? If not, that's like someone around you that's their influence on you. Okay, but you're being guided to take a hidden path, but it may be filled with detours or a little bit of. It's not without its bumps. It's not without its rewards, though. At the same time, so slow down, explore, go in a new direction. So you may be called to go in a new direction. Okay, and this new direction is kind of this hidden path, and through that hidden path, wherever that is, when you slow down, okay. When you get ready, and then you're ready to take that divinely guided chance to be with that person, or just to go on that hidden path towards healing, okay, then you're going to get this, okay? So this hidden path is leading towards healing. It's leading you towards a world of possibilities here with the visionary, okay? So the Jupiter's here to tell you, like, I'm here to show you the way. I'm here to show you the confidence, the leadership, the insightfulness. This is someone who's an old soul, okay, who's lived many lifetimes. You've lived many lifetimes, okay? They're expansive, they're curious, they're knowledgeable, they're philosophers, they're courageous, okay? So they're benevolent, they're humble. Like when they're in, they're good, okay? So this is what their spirit is pushing you to be, is this visionary. They want you to live up to this, okay? All right, it's pretty big, okay? You got to do it. They're saying you got to do it. The way to do it through this hidden path is through some healing and some retreating. You have to take some time away, okay? And you won't find this path unless you're taking like self-care, unless you're healing, okay? All right. And this healing puts you at a crossroads, okay? So you may be able to go in two different directions. You could go towards healing again, or you could follow your intuition and do that, or you could go towards what's confusing, okay? Because we have confusion here. And again, it's self-worth and self-esteem. So we have two cards talking about the self. This is that hidden path that you're meant to go towards to get both of these, because you can't have one without the other, okay, in my opinion. So they come together to make this big, like, hey, you are worth every bit of everything that you've ever wanted, that you are worth it, okay? And you have to believe it, though. And it's getting to that place, okay? I'm doing a meditation, so I'll post it on the channel that I really, really like. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely do that. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah, because then you're going to benefit others. You're going to show them how to stand in their own truth and get their own self-worth, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Because look, you rise above, okay? If you rise above this, you will go into a whole different dimension. You'll move into breaking free, okay? You'll go into a whole new level, okay? You rise above, you're going to break free, okay? I love it. I love it. Break free into being who you want to be. You're going to rise above drama, pettiness, obstacles. You're going to find the strength to get out of that. When you find your self-worth, when your healing puts you at a crossroads, when you have to take the hidden path in order to come out of this. And along the way, it's going to be confusing. Look at this. We've got illusion. And this man is like, okay, what staircase do I take? Where do I go? How do I get there? Okay, take the first step, buddy. It's there. It's all there. So, but there's going to be some of that along the way. There's going to be things that are meant to confuse you from your path, and then there's going to be things that are meant to be yours, okay? And it's determining the difference. And then we have this Taurian energy, so resources are significant, you know, so it's finding resources in new ways, okay, being practical, okay, kind of grounding the connection, grounding yourself. And this is productivity. So you being able to get your finances under control are going to be something as well that will help the situation. I feel like there's Earth, but it's not in the way that I'd like to see Earth in the reading further down. So it's kind of up in the clouds here. All right, let's see. Let's get some more astrology. We also have some more astrology. So we've got that Taurus. And yeah, Sag with Jupiter there. And when we have the King of Wands, specifically with the Page of Wands. So heavy fire there. And they're both reversed. Yeah, Aries, okay. So Aries, Sag, Justice, Libra, Justice reversed. Temperance is another Sag here, so yeah, they specified that with Temperance, okay. So we have a couple Sag cards. Cancer, okay. Okay, we got another Jupiter. Okay, yeah, they're really emphasizing that. So, and again, their Jupiter could be in this sign or not. We have Pisces, okay. Neptune, so we have this Sag energy with Jupiter, and then we have Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, and then Neptune, which is also ruler of Pisces. Neptune is. And then Leo, okay. Yeah, so we have the fire here for sure. And, yeah, and some water, heck yeah. Okay. And then Earth, we have the Taurus, okay. All right, so yeah, here's where that King of Wands comes in. So definitely a relationship that is part of a spiritual journey. So it could be with somebody who doesn't realize their path, doesn't realize what their spiritual journey entails, or this could be you. If you're identify as a masculine and you're a fire sign, and you know for sure you come up like this in a reading, then I would say, yeah, this King of Wands reverse can also be like narcissistic. So there could be someone involved in your life that's narcissistic. They could be a father, okay, and that could be your father, or they could be a father. So you could have been married, or you know who this person is, but they have a tendency to use to kind of be manipulative when they're reversed like that. Okay, fire sign reversed kind of picks fights. Okay, doesn't feel worthy as well. So there could be something about this person that doesn't feel worthy. Again, this is that self-esteem. So it's linked to self-esteem and self-worth. Okay, so that King of Wands doesn't have self-worth. Okay. Or is lacking that, okay, with the Page of Wands reversed, okay? All right, and it's something that happened when they were a boy, okay? So something happened in this person's past when they were a boy or when they were younger, okay? Especially this right here. Look at this. These cards are super, yeah. And there may be a young child involved, little boy, okay? And then we have Temperance here, yeah. So yeah, they have to get balance from this, okay? They have to balance themselves out, okay? So that's a Sag energy. They have to balance out their emotions. They have to keep themselves under control. They may have tantrums, and they may kind of scream and yell and act a fool, and I'm getting that as well. So then we have the Justice card reversed, okay? So then, yeah, there's that energy that becomes unbalanced, yeah. When they become unbalanced, then the Two of Pentacles, they drop something, okay? They drop something. They don't keep their promises. They can't focus on work. And this may have been in the past, okay? So they've been in injustice, and there could have been like a divorce or a breakup here, or a separation, okay? Because there was just not a victory with this person, okay? And this is the way it was meant to be, okay? And this could be like a very past person, like someone that that you were married to, okay? It's exactly kind of what it feels like. Doesn't have to be a marriage, of course, here, but there could have been some type of injustice. That, like, it's almost like it's an injustice if this person can't get it together, because look how much effort there was in this. So there was the 2, started at the 2, it got to the 7, so that's 9 of Pentacles total. So then single right there, and then 6 of Wands reversed. There's like ego and game playing going on there as well with that 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah. So just know that it was almost like an omen. Okay, so you may have seen this coming. You may have seen what took place. Okay. And you have the power of sound. I love this. This is Vega, and this is the past. Look at these. These cards are magic. If you didn't get a chance, I know you may not have picked pile number 2, but please listen, because something significant happened in there, and it talked about the virus, okay? And it was very, very interesting. So I will timestamp it below. But we have the past, so the power of sound. Okay, so sound, you're part of your mission, and your spiritual mission has to, like, the way you can complete it is through sound. So however that is, like making music, things like that. So sound represents the physicalization of spiritual energy into a frequency that can be accessed in our reality. The ancient vegans were masters of sound and used it for everything from healing to warfare. The practice of chant or mantra has its origins in vegan mysticism and has spread to many planets, including Earth. If you've received this card, then you have past experiences using sound to alter consciousness. Okay, so there you go. So using sound to alter consciousness, but you have to be linked in. You have to be in your... you have to help people feel it divinely and deeply in their soul, okay? But you have that power, okay? So realize you have the power of sound to kind of speak in other languages through that towards others, and you will alter them for positive or for negative purposes. And so if you use that in a negative way, that can be something that they want you to work on spiritually, okay? This positive skill or negative karmic control pattern is returning. So yeah, this is a control pattern. Explore the power of sound as the next step in your spiritual evolution. So it might be that you need to watch the way you speak or the way that you use your sounds, because of how they influence people, or what you play for them when you play music, because it's altering, okay? I know a person that I work with that our music, his music and my music, we alter each other in amazing ways. And we understand our journey from a music sense, okay? It says, okay, so extraterrestrials, it talks about that. The priests fully understood the journey from polarity back into unity, and they did everything they could to preserve this memory for future generations. So you're meant to come into union, okay? So with yourself, with your twin, with your person, that's also coming through here as well. So you're meant to heal patterns with your father, okay, this way. So and you've made a commitment to preserve this, okay? In the past, you did through Vega, okay, your past life, okay? So because they understood the sacred knowledge and made a commitment to preserve it, they were also the carriers of spiritual wisdom within our galactic family. So that's one of your purposes, is to become a spiritual carrier, okay, of wisdom, okay? I keep saying okay. Sorry. They kept all the knowledge of the evolution of the spirit, spiritual technology, and the power that lies
that lies within sound, light, and thought. They were masters of sound, including mantra, music, incantation, and tone. Okay, so the teachings about the sound of Om come directly from this ancient vegan knowledge, or vegan, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's right or wrong how I'm saying that. So, yes, so that makes perfect sense. Okay, so you come from a long line of people that are able to do that, okay? And so this was only taught to specific traditions or in specific parts of the world, okay? It's a specific ones and appears only for those who have this connection too. That's what I just said. Oh my goodness, I was just like saying that, then I was like, let's read more. If you are not aware of your connection to the power of sound, explore further. Oh, you guys must know. You will most likely discover a whole new universe of knowledge that feels natural to you, and it may be the next step in your spiritual growth. Oh my goodness, that was only the first card. Okay, we got to keep going. Okay, so you guys are very, very connected. Okay, so this is a very rare card to get, I'm telling you, in a reading. So, wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's a way to be of service from a cosmic point of view. So we have Pleiades, and that's in the present, refining galactic lineage. Okay. So what's going on there? If you chose this card, then you too have most likely had this experience in other lives. This is why you have an interest in extraterrestrial consciousness in this life now. So a lot of you may believe in ET. So yeah, absolutely. Always remember that learning about this subject is only meaningful if you see the bigger picture. Genetic projects represent the greater truth that we are all one. We are one consciousness expressing itself through many bodies. There is no separation between us. Okay. The deeper meaning of this card has to do with how all of us affect the entire holographic reality through our individual evolution. When one person evolves, so does the whole. This is why we read for the collective, because what we read helps the collective move forward. Even though it seems as if we're housed in separate bodies and live separate lives, this life in the physical is not really the true reality. Instead, there is only one conscious intelligence in creation that is seen through a multitude of eyes. Okay, if you've ever felt that way, I felt that way. Okay, so it is a journey of integration that's represented by this card. It represents how your choices and your growth lessons dramatically serve to refine and evolve creation itself. So you're basically called to refine and evolve the species. Okay, somehow through sound. A lot of it is through sound. Okay. And then we have, and that's right now, okay? That's right now. Yeah. Okay, so to simplify, this concept explained above plays out in your life because every choice you make affects not only the future you, but the past you as well. Time and space are illusions. You heal the past and create the future from the present moment only. When you walk a conscious spiritual path, you affect others and thus ensure the evolution of the galactic family. If this card comes up in your reading, you are being asked to understand this concept and trust that your conscious actions, made with integrity and wisdom, ripple outward and have a greater purpose. You may not be able to see the effect, but it is important that you trust that those actions do indeed impact the greater whole. Whoa, guys, okay, so yeah, you may know you're on a twin flame journey. This is where a crossroads comes through. Self-worth is needed, self-esteem as well. Those are things that might need to be healed, okay? Yeah. And here we go. Long-term goals are associated with the past, Sirius, okay? So definitely Sirian energy there. I love that. Okay, so let's see what they have to say about that. Yeah, I turned pretty much right to it. Okay, the long-term goals of the Sirians lasted for generations and spanned the Earth, thousands of Earth years. Okay, so you have been on Earth in many, many, many past lifetimes for most of you, okay? You have possibly been in a Sirian, Pleiadian, Vega lifetime, okay? So look those up further if you want some more info. But the Syrians were all about extreme focus, discipline, and dedication. So they were able to follow out on long projects. So they could be depended on for long periods of time in different lifetimes. Okay. So you're able to carry out these long-term projects consistently. Use this pattern as a skill that can benefit you greatly in this life, especially in regard to your spiritual development. If you have difficulty completing long-term goals, then seek out ways to move beyond this resistance. Yeah, if there's something long-term that you may have to work towards, trying to figure out new ways about getting around them and moving beyond them. Sorry, not around them. But it takes focus, discipline, and dedication. Okay, so just keep going. And you're able to be focused and disciplined in your spiritual growth. That's going to be essential to your goals. Okay. So they were able to see far into the future. So they assisted Earth in the ancient days, and they were able to let Earthlings know what they saw into the future as to what the new Earth would need in its development. Okay. Galactic species must have this long-range vision in order to perpetuate life, nurture it, and ensure its survival through the challenging periods of its evolution. If you have pulled this card, it is possible that you have a connection to a lifetime during this ancient Syrian era when they were assisting with the evolution of Earth through genetic projects, spiritual teaching, and protection of the new humans. Okay. It could also mean that you have the skill of long-range vision, being able to see a project through its fruition over a long term. Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Being able to accomplish this goal, right? A lot of you already know what your spiritual path entails, what you have to do. You're focused. You'll carry it out with integrity, commitment, and thoroughness. Then you will fulfill the goal. Okay, so it's like putting more work and effort in. It's gonna pay off. Okay, so it's gonna be beautiful. Did I even read for the leopard skin? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. This is crazy. I didn't even read it for you guys. So this is beautiful. Not only that, but you can see into the future. That's why I said those omens are here. So Leopard-Skin Jasper is associated with vitality and strength. It brings stability to people who are dealing with chaotic energies. Healing energies for those with chronic health problems. This is part of that. Can be used for that. Can be found in South Africa, Australia, and Mexico. It will guide you and support you in times of stress and anxiety. Okay, yeah. You have a lot of options. All you need to do is properly weigh them and think which one is the best for your current situation. And then omens and signs, and of course we got omens and signs. So we have omen here, which is really interesting. Yeah. So yeah, omens and signs coming through for sure, letting you know, especially from past lives. So that's really interesting. I hope you like the reading. If it is general, if it didn't resonate, please try a different pile. Again, I would recommend that. I forgot. Don't leave. All right, we have this one last card. I've been saving it for the end because it's so beautiful, and this is why I've been talking about a relationship. So again, this 37 here that I mentioned earlier. Look at that. Act as if your partner is here. Okay, so that's it. That's the benefit of manifesting your person, your twin, your soulmate, whatever you're looking for. If you act as if they're already there, they'll be there. Okay. It's only a matter of time. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Exactly. So they already have a place. You already know that they have part of your soul. You already know they're your other half. For a lot of you, that could be the case. So, acting as if they're already there and being divinely committed to them is what it's all about in this file. So that's really beautiful. I love it. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought for the reading. So, all right, I'll see you for the next file. All right, so I am so sorry. I also called you pile number 4 or number 5. Sorry, when you're pile number 4 in this video. So I wanted to apologize for that. So Pyrite, pile number 4, not 5. So if you pick Pyrite, this is also known as the Fool's Gold. And it is associated with the zodiac sign of Leo. And fire, it is also the element of fire and earth. So very beautiful energy from that. It vibrates at the number of 3. It is used to symbolize intelligence, and it helps with intelligence, mental stability, logic, creativity, psychic development, memory, practicality, channeling abilities, and optimism. It shields against negativity and low vibration, and it enhances memory. So Pyrite is definitely going to be a cool one. Can't wait to see what your reading is all about. So I'm sorry I forgot to put that information in here for y'all. So, and I called you the wrong pile. So forgive me. All right, so pile number 4.
Alrighty, so if you chose pile number 5, Pyrite or the Fool's Gold, this is your reading. Alright, so what is your spiritual path? I feel like this pile works a lot, okay? Like a lot. And, think, yeah, okay, so these are long. Sorry guys, hold on. Okay. The reason I know that is because all these cards are upside down. Okay. So yeah, you're a seeker. Seeking. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So there's going to be a lot of envy around you. People envy your relationships. Okay, so some signs. Do you have any signs here? No, we don't. Okay, so we have Gemini coming out there. All right, Gemini. Okay, so you could be a Gemini. Your spiritual mission. Okay, first of all, they're saying whatever it is, you work too much, you have to rest a little bit more, or you might be real sick. That could be why. Like, there could be like an illness, possibly. We have Aries. Okay. We have Mercurius, which is Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo, I believe. Excuse me. So yeah, they're really emphasizing rest here. Okay, and their Mercury could be in those signs too. Cancer. Okay, could be a Cancer. Okay. Okay, so one of your spiritual paths for sure. Has to do with wanting to know things certainly. Wanting to know where your path is, but they're saying life is a mystery, okay? Like wanting to be certain that you're making the right choice, going in the right direction. We have Soul, which is the sun. So your sun could be in any of these signs, and that's also Leo energy here. We'll take one last card. We have Mars, which is also Aries. God of War. Okay. Alrighty, so alright, so what I said about relationships right here. Okay, there might be some envy surrounding them. You might have to deal with that. That's one of your spiritual missions, is to see past being maybe it might be your own
your own views on relationships. You might be envious of others' relationships or really wanting a relationship if you're not in a relationship. But it's almost like they're saying what is meant for you is meant for you. Okay, so doing affirmations. So whatever you're looking to manifest, affirmations is going to be good. Opening all the chakras, of course. There's also really good meditations on YouTube. And then, like I said, rest twice. So yeah, you've got these two cards. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest, and then rest is there. So we've got dolphins on that card. So that could mean something for, you could be drawn to that, or mermaids here. Okay. So getting some rest, you may need to do that. Okay. Maybe going too hard. Okay. Maybe working too hard for this dreams of abundance card. Okay. All right. Yeah, but one of the spiritual missions is to, like when you dream, so keep a dream journal, because at night, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Okay, so yeah, that will help you manifest your reality if you take those dreams down. Okay, so writing in a dream journal, so that's going to be helpful there. So beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for telling us that. We have the collaborator, which is the moon. So again, Cancer and Pisces energy. I co-create to create. Yes, correct. So working together. Again, I feel like you may have to travel around the world, which is part of your spiritual journey, or also getting to know different cultures, and co-creating with different people. So collaborating. So the collaborators. Yeah, this is you at your highest self, is what they're saying. When you're at your best, so you're going to be cooperative, receptive, connective, supportive, curious, empathetic, responsible, insightful. You're going to see your mistakes, others' mistakes. You're going to be able to be more accepting and inclusive of those that don't match you, but still love you and still show that they care about you. Okay. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is about making friends everywhere. So the moon is all about very deep emotions, very deep friendships, deep feelings about the state of the world, like the economy and globally. And, I feel like solar panels and things like that are going to be relevant to who you are. So you're that type of person. So you recycle. And if you don't, they're, encouraging you to do so as well. And you're using the law of attraction, or you will be doing that, when you, get this rest. Okay. When you collaborate, okay, relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energy. So there may be less activity. Okay. As you're trying to manifest stuff, you have to have less contact with everyone, because it kind of muddies up the energy. And so they're saying part of your spiritual journey is learning to kind of put up boundaries. Okay. As you become more sensitive to what's going on. You may be you may be able to find water really easily with these dowsing rods. It's exactly what they were used for. But this is also a seeker. So wanting to go on a lot of adventures, or go new places, or do new things, or travel is huge. So hiking and walking, trails, or running, or anything like that. But, you're going to be getting the certainty at night, or you're going to be getting these dreams at night with this phrenology. Okay, which is not an actual real science, but it is something they thought about in the Greek era. They thought that might have been the way that our brain worked. It wasn't. However, we know internally now a lot more. Okay, so yeah, and we've got co-create twice here with that co-create up there, and then co-create with spirit. So crow spirit. So this may be a crow spirit. This may be one of your spirit animals. We also have bobcat here with that bobcat spirit earlier. Okay, yeah. So life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. Please, I'm not even trying. I'm just telling you, my throat, I'm sickness still. Ugh. But anyways, 8 might be relevant to you. Number 17, and again, that's another 8, so 888. Okay. So your home base and your family and your security is part of one of like the lessons you're learning, and what you had in the past. You may be repeating those mistakes or those cycles. Relationships may kind of repeat themselves until we realize that there's something we need to release. You may feel alone in a marriage, is for some of you. It's not all of you, but we have solitude here. So this is just saying to take some time alone. But because it falls next to marriage and partnerships and things like that, it may be that, again, you may want to be married, or haven't been married, or something to do with marriage, and now maybe you're divorced. Okay. And in your solitude, you're just kind of doing your own thing, and you're being called to nourish your body. So that's one of your, something that will help you along your spiritual mission. Okay, so self-care, nutrition, exercise, your body is your temple. Okay, maybe you like to take a lot of pictures. We have perception here, but this is going to help you get a new perception on things, get a new outlook, especially with that certainty card here. And then we have Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Yeah. So this is what you're being called to do, to serve humanity with humility, with love, with acceptance. Your body may not be able to do those things, though, so getting a lot of rest and things is going to be really important. Sorry, guys. So one other lesson in this connection is going to be the Virgin right here. And what it means reversed is fear of intimate union. So that's the shadow attribute at the bottom there. So what that tells me is that there might be something within a past life that's affecting you, or in this present life, some sexual trauma that you may have to go through, that may be blocking a union, or there just may be a fear of coming together with another person. Okay, just kind of, I don't know how to express it exactly, but there may just be some type of intimacy issues. Okay, fear of getting too close, letting someone too close to you. Okay, is also what I'm getting, or them letting them, like that could be someone letting you too close to them. So know that as well. Then we have Avenger. Okay, so it's also reversed. We have to also learn from this. So it says resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay, so you could see this person resorting to some violence in the name of a cause. That could be exactly what's going on. You could see them, or you could be asked to address that, like your shadow side, whether you feel that is, like a good thing for you to be doing, or something that could be harming you, or does harm. Okay, so that's really interesting there. And Avenger may mean something to you. And there's the Virgin, and then there's the Messiah there. So that's really kind of an odd combination in itself. So some of the last cards we have here, we have non-humanoid, parallel, and alienness. So that's interesting. So maybe feeling some alienation here. So let's look at that here. This is from the Galactic Heritage cards. They are very, very, very intense. So it says, so you may not feel connected to others right now. You may feel strange in your own skin. You may feel as if you come from somewhere else, okay? And you may indeed have a connection to non-human beings in the universe. But because you are a human in this life, this card asks you to begin embracing your uniqueness and celebrate it, rather than fear it or be ashamed of it. If you need help, ask some loving non-human beings to assist you during meditation. Okay, so you're one with this, and this is something that's within a parallel universe, that you're somehow feeling like you have gifts, or that you're kind of the oddball out, and that might be causing some envy. Okay, because you're like, I don't even belong here. I belong here, in this realm. So, it says this is one of the deck's few archetypal cards that does not necessarily point to a specific species, but rather a state of consciousness that is affecting you now. In terms of our galactic family, it may symbolize a connection to any number of non-humanoid races with whom you may have connections. You may already know who they are. If you don't know, it isn't so important that you do. There are a myriad of non-human species in creation. So this is to examine any feelings of alienness that you may have of not belonging or being different, like I said. This helps kind of feel connected to others. So it may be that fear of union is somewhere connected to this alienness. Like you're like, I don't even know like why anybody would kind of want to be with someone like me or whatever. And so it kind of causes this this parallel, this non-humanoid feeling, this disconnected feeling from others. So that's something that you're going to want to resolve in your pattern of your connection, okay, with yourself. Okay, so it's really going to be important. And then we have Orion, single-minded focus in the past, number 37. Okay, so let's see why. So you have 27 and 37. So it's really interesting how you kind of jump from this alienness to a single-minded focus. In the cards, so we jump by 10. So this could have happened. There could be something every 10 years or something significant at 10 in your life that is going to play a part here. So we have a 10 of Wands here too. Okay, so that could be in October. Okay, your birthday could be in October or something along those lines, or something significant could happen in October. Or just in 10 months of something. Okay, so there's definitely the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Okay, all right. So what it is those who were fighting for freedom within the ancient Orion system had to develop intense focus and discipline that could guide them in life and death. Struggles. Oh, yeah, so this could definitely be talking about the BLM, the Black Rights Movement. For many, this led to a spiritual mastery that is similar to what we see today in martial arts masters and monks. You have had this experience in your ancient past and still possess the skill of intense focus. But the question is, on what do you habitually put your focus on? Okay, so this card suggests that you should choose to focus your energy wisely, because you're burning yourself out. That could be why, because you would be burning yourself out. Okay, guys. Yeah. So this card connects with the Orion spiritual forefathers, the vegans, whose teaching of vegan mysticism created a foundation in Orion that could be used for positive or negative purposes. So their intense mental focus was played out within another species seeded from Vega, the Zetas, with their emphasis on logic, reason, and mental ability during their most ancient and dark era. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is one of an ancient and darker of our eras. Okay, so single-minded focus can be a positive or negative attribute. So it's wielding that weapon with focus, single-minded focus, but making sure that focus is for the right cause, and that you're embracing the right transition and being on the right side of history with this embracing transition with Sirius. Okay, so this is the present. This is exactly what's going on. So the past is affecting the present. Of course it is. We've been watching, a specific population and populations of people just continually be harmed, and it's time to stand up. Okay, so it was used as a positive attribute for defense and survival and for enduring challenging times. It was also used as a negative attribute in the form of psychic warfare. If this card appears in your reading, the message depends on your situation and the surrounding cards. It could be pointing to a past life in Orion when you had this ability. It could also be telling you to develop more mental discipline in this life now, or to let go of too much single-minded focus that is keeping you stuck in your life. It requires you to go within and look at yourself clearly. Here's that perception, and again, that's that reflection. Okay, going within. Too much of anything is not a good thing, okay? But remember, the power lies in walking a middle road. Yeah, so learn to walk that middle road, okay? And embracing this transition of time. So this is a transition in our humanity. It's a transition that we're going through right now as a whole, as a collective. So we're being called to embrace it, okay? All right, wow, that is crazy. Okay, so using psychic warfare, you may think about that. You may think that this could require that to fight this. So yeah, that's interesting, and you're probably not wrong. So let's see. So in this time period, the Sirius energy has made an evolutionary transition from 4th density to 5th, which means a shift from physical existence to non-physical. Okay, yes. Humans are in the process of transitioning from 3D to 4D. So the guidance of Sirius is essential here. Planetary transition can be a frightening thing because it means leaping into the unknown. Personally, you are also making a transition to a new level of consciousness. It is important to embrace this transition and trust its process, even if you can't clearly see where it leads. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's lots of levels of guidance represented by this card. Okay, so it represents when the Sirians move from the 4th to the 5th density, from physicality to non-physicality, okay? And at this time, humans are moving from a 3rd density to a 4th density reality on their way towards integration, okay? But a lot of us are moving from the 4th to the 5th that are already ahead of the consciousness that's below ours, okay? If you know what I'm talking about, scale-wise. This is a huge transition for a planetary species. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the coronavirus. This is exactly what I've said in different words, okay? So it causes a lot of fear because you are walking into the unknown. It becomes essential to embrace this transition even if you cannot see the outcome. We can't know the outcome. That's what they're saying. For some people, this card comes up in readings when they have experienced the death of someone close and are struggling with guilt or grief about it. So I'm so sorry if that is also what's happening. You may be embracing the transition of someone else moving. Could be a mother to a son type of dynamic here. I'm also getting that. So I'm really, really sorry about that. No matter the circumstances, the underlying message is to always open your arms and your heart to transition. Life is full of transitions, and when they are resisted, we suffer. Let yourself embrace them as a natural part of life and as an essential aspect of spiritual evolution. Okay, yeah. Holy crap. That's a lot of words. Sorry, guys. I know it's a little long to listen to. I hope you got what I was saying. We are, as a whole, embracing a new transition here. And so they are saying that, you'll be healing from heartbreaks. That's part of your spiritual mission, and nobody can get past that most of the time. With that Nine of Wands reversed, it's saying, I'm not at the Nine of Wands anymore. Like, there's nothing here. I'm not left out in the cold, okay? I put an end to this with the Ten of Wands because that energy wasn't serving me anymore, so I had to either heal it or get rid of it. And when I did that, I learned to love myself with the Ace of Cups. Reversed. Yeah, towards me, which would be towards you. So that's how I read these. So yeah, absolutely. So giving love to herself. Okay, walking away, she has a lot of responsibility. Okay, she can't take on more. I'm also hearing that, like, in your spiritual journey, that you have to realize that you have to put yourself first. You have to get rest in order to have positive new experiences. So it's saying the worst is behind you too. So whatever you just experienced, a new dawn, a new day is coming. So new experiences are on the horizon, okay? And so you've let it go. You're not feeling out in the cold. You don't have anything to defend anymore. Your heart is healing. You are working towards becoming, responsible and putting your effort towards you and co-creating with spirit. So good for you. That's amazing. That is amazing. And, moving from a single-minded focus into this embracing transition is going to be amazing. So, and then you have consider your foundation, which is the number 50. Say you're being asked to look at how committed you are to love, okay? So kind of see if you're not all that committed to love, you may not be bringing in situations that are going to actually be, like, you may not want commitment, okay? And you may have issues with commitment. That's also what I just got from that, okay? So, and considering your foundation, you may consider about moving, okay? Making it into like a little sanctuary here. Look at all these little, these beautiful fairies, okay? And there's like this man and this woman, So you may be considering a relationship, but are you ready for a relationship? Okay, so love endures. Oh, look how beautiful that is. They're like on this little intensely cool boat. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Yeah, so you're going to be really tested when it comes to love, but it's going to endure. And, I feel like that's exactly what's happening. For a lot of you, you're bringing in that law of attraction. You're collaborating, okay? You may be wanting a relationship, but there may be something you have to heal first, okay? Nourishing your body as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Very cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, that'd be cool if you could give me a like, or and if you'd like to subscribe or a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. And you can email me there or find me on Facebook. So remember, it is general. I also highly recommend watching pile number 2 and parts of pile number 3. There were some really interesting messages from these Galactic Heritage cards that I think everyone could hear and could benefit from. So I'm going to timestamp them below. So, all right. I'll see you for the next Pega card reading. Take care.